I don't wanna talk about it, get it off my back. I don't wanna dance around the subject. You and I both know better than that. I tried to make the best of it, but in the end it didn't really mean much. Leave me with a fiddle, sitting by the piano, breathing in the dust. My dog died
when you were 6.
Really? I guess I've never gotten over it. Dark cloud constantly hovering over me. I've been a bad seed ever since the ovaries. Mama looked at me and told me what it was. Said boy's got a shadow big enough to block the sun. When it's all said and done, I'm comfortable and numb to the fact that I'm constantly sweating under the gun. But it's worth it, ain't it? My friends think I'm famous. My manager wants to put his foot inside of my anus. Haven't got a decent night's sleep now in ages, and all I got to show is empty loose leaf pages. It piles up, but that's the life that I'm used to. Pressing up against the knife with a loose screw. Sing the blues and everybody assumes you could use a little old-fashioned down-home talking too. I don't wanna talk about it, get it off my back. I don't wanna dance around the subject. You and I both know better than that. I tried to make the best of it, but in the end it didn't really mean much. Leave me with a fiddle, sitting by the piano, breathing in the dust. My truck broke.
You ride the bus.
Well, it never showed up and it really sucked. Stormwater constantly filling my cup. Been a hot mess ever since I was just a pup. Papa looked at me and told me what it is. Said boy's got a weight on his shoulders no one can lift. Tried a couple times and honestly I admit it's a bitch, but I kind of appreciate what it did, cause it's worth it. Yeah, the world gets a laugh when my girl's telling me I could benefit from a quack. Haven't got a moment in forever and a half, and they wonder why I'm drinking like a pirate in a crash ship. That's it, no more, no less. You should learn to be as comfortable with your mess. Sing the blues and everybody expects they could be the one to save you from the depths. I don't wanna talk about it, get it off my back. I don't wanna dance around the subject. You and I both know better than that. I tried to make the best of it, but in the end it didn't really mean much. Leave me with a fiddle, sitting by the piano, breathing in the dust. Derelict flow running, motherfuckers always hating on something. Took a small break to fill up my plate, cause all of this running round got me hungry. Tell 'em I'm back, chillin' my glass, ain't no need to be panicked. Soon as I knock this back, I'ma rock that ass like stop. Goddamn! Skinny Bones Jones with immaculate flow.
Didn't even know that he could rap like that though.
Yeah, well, who's the asshole that told you I had to rap slow? Point him out. I stepped into my future, blocked out that noise, and I came back with a vengeance, like I'm Bruce Willis on roids. Tell me now who got that smooth shit, sipping on some LaFord, and I walked out of that smoke cloud with my game tight and on point. I'm feeling real good right now, yeah, I'm feeling real fine,
and a little drunk.
I'm feeling real good right now, yeah, I'm feeling real fine,
and a lot drunk.
So if they ask about me, ooh, tell them what I does, tell them what I do. Tell them where I is, tell them where I be. I'm feeling real good right now, yeah. Tell them what I do. I'm feeling real good right now, yeah. Tell them what I do. Fuck you.
Man, cause it is colder than a witch's titty face down in the snow and a brass bra outside, but this beat makes me feel like I'm tongue fucking a margarita.
Yo, keeping my cool running. Everybody's always mad about something. Figured if that's the way that it is, then I ain't got time to worry about nothing. Tell them I'm back and try to relax. You can go ahead and be honest, kid. This shit here had to run it back home like stop. Oh shit! Sipping on a little bit of Templeton.
What's the big deal about Templeton?
Picture what it's like to get head on top of a pile of Benjamins. It's like that. Walked out of that mic booth, hopped onto that stage, and I came back to go batshit on these jokers like I'm Bruce Wayne. Tell them now who got that smooth shit jumping off of my page. You talk like I've been listening, but I'm too buzzed to be phased. I'm feeling real good right now, yeah. I'm feeling real fine
and a little drunk.
I'm feeling real good right now, yeah. I'm feeling real fine
and a lot drunk.
So if they ask about me, ooh, tell them what I does, tell them what I do. Tell them where I is, tell them where I be. I'm feeling real good right now, yeah. Tell them what I do. I'm feeling real good right now, yeah. Tell them what I do. Fuck you. Tell them what I does, tell them what I do. Tell them where I is, tell them where I be. I'm feeling real good right now, yeah. Tell them what I do. I'm feeling real good right now, yeah. Tell them what I do. Fuck you. Yeah. Now I was standing in the middle of it all, trying to face it. Everything around me's been a break in the chain that I placed faith in. It figures, cause ever since a youngin' I was running with the devil in a race to the bottom of my patience. Scattered, trying to pick the pieces off the ground. Love is nothing but a memory I fight to keep around now. The beat's on but I'm lagging, never catching it. The never-ending circle of definition, irrelevant to man. With nothing but a pencil in his hand, trying to scribble down the permanent so he can feed his fam. You take it all for granted. You walked into my temple open-handed, but you don't see the terrifying things that I've been keeping underneath these bloody bandages. You see the world's much realer on this side of the camera lens. You seek depth but only get 6 feet. I cheat death and never get no sleep.
It doesn't matter who you are, the sun is gonna set behind you, behind you, behind you. All alone in these streets. It doesn't matter where you go, the night is always old. A little bit of blood flows inside you, inside you, inside you. I close my eyes but never get no sleep. I never get no, never get no, never get no sleep. I never get no.
Yeah. Now chords told me I should rap for a bit. Fuck a typical design. I was floating in the ether trying to ease a worried mind. Feeling drunk, weaving, trying to leave it all behind. Life's mystery is leaving us, chasing it through the vines. But I'm fine with it, I never needed the definition. I'm getting used to them spelling me with a letter missing. Another pistol in my hand, drawing pictures in the sand when I'm slowly becoming one of my premonitions. Heavy, they call me heavy. I was following the light that was shining and signifying the ending of it. The flies gather in the bottle even if it's empty. It's tempting to know that even just a simple little thought of it can leave him trembling on the floor. You looking at me like I haven't been around it before, man. You want the recipe for just one piece. I cheat death and never get no shit.
It doesn't matter who you are, the sun is gonna set behind you, behind you, behind you. All alone in these streets. It doesn't matter where you go, the night is always old. A little bit of blood flows inside you, inside you, inside you. I close my eyes but never get
You should've seen it before you jumped on in, and realized that if you look before you leap, then you decide to sink or swim. But you dove into that social pool, powdering your nose, and going home with people that you hardly even know, and you're a ghost. Now look at you, you hardly even speak. Haven't woke up to the thought of getting clean in fucking weeks, and if you did, I guarantee you'd never leave the sheets. Home alone until that fix comes, put you on your feet. And some blame it on the city, some blame it on the streets, some bury it inside and eat that dream of being free. But I can see it in your eyes that you're aware of what it needs, how you feel like it's the only thing in love that doesn't leave. And it's a shame, cause I remember life without the games, and a bittersweet acknowledgement of how it's gonna change. But the rain can't wash you if you're laying in the dirt, and the pain can't change you if you blame it on the hurt. So God help us. So God help us. So God help us. So God help us. I mean, look at you, Mr. I don't even have a clue. Mr. Get it right the first time, I shut it down from you cause you're the boss. And daddy taught you how to be your man, be a stepping out on mommy and release it with your hands. And now it hurts, cause you can't even question what is right. Life is nothing but a challenge and you wanna win the fight. So go ahead, try and make that old man proud, and beat that last remaining angel off your shoulder to the ground, and then escape. Slap the world steady in its face and make moves on them, force them all to cater to your taste. Exterminate the good in you that tried to fly away when you figured out the only human part of you is pain, and that it raised you. Sunk its dirty fangs into your drained roots, threw you to the fire when you thought that you were flame-proof. So that's the reason why you're sinking alone and going home without a rescuer and drinking alone. So God help us. So God help us. So God help us. So God help us. Now jump, yeah, jump into the fire, just jump, yeah, jump into the fire, just jump, yeah, jump into the fire. Your mommy's little angel, I'm daddy's little squire, just jump, yeah, jump into the fire, just jump, yeah, jump into the fire, just jump, yeah, jump into the fire. Your mommy's little angel, I'm daddy's little squire. Second grade when you pushed me out the third story window to the bushes down below, breathing in the cold as I tumbled through the vines, thorns smiling in my throat. I saw the devil in you that day, looking down on me with that face, smiling like you would've hit my body in the basement, body in the basement. But you got something that the world's been running from for way too long, and it's a sick twist, a nervous little twitch, dragging the razor across my wrist. And you got something that the world's been trying to hide, your cyanide, cause the only thing you told me was they'd never find my body in the basement, body in the basement, no. Every time I think about you, now I go crazy. People ask me about you, I don't know what to say, cause I don't know who you are. I wonder if it's even possible for you to escape this. People asking about you, they don't know what to tell me, they don't know where you are. I was listening through the wall when you met your monsters, Heard him break the closet door and take you away, hoping you would change like the color of the moonlight bouncing off the rain. I heard the devil in you that day. Watched the world around you cascade, laughing like you would have fed your family to the serpent, family to the serpent. You got something that the world won't talk about. They walk around it, it's deep sleep, crawling in the street, pushing the bayonet into me. You got something that the world keeps trapped inside your aconite cups. I watched you turn around and go and try to feed your family to the serpent, family to the serpent. Oh, these words won't break on you. I know I've done my best hell so many times before. These words won't break on you. I know I've done my best to hell, yeah. Every time I think about you now I go crazy. People ask me about you, I don't know what to say, cause I don't know who you are. I wonder if it's even possible for you to escape this. People asking about you, they don't know what to tell me, they don't know where you are. They say that lightning never strikes twice in the same spot when it's landed. You ought to see the thundercloud I'm trapped in, head down looking for a tactic, trying to find a way about the gravity around me I'm attached to, stuck, floating on luck like a river raft was, spitting up love like a tip of cack. If in fact there's a quicker path to diminish that, I'ma get a first class ticket just to finish last. Often, who's watching, chip another crooked ass tooth on my options. The blues never had a use for its caution, and cut right through me like a razor blade. Harsh wind, yeah, I guess I'm living off a habit and digging up graves just to reseal the casket. Bullface marching to the middle of the havoc just so I can sing a song about it all. Tragic. You act like this can save me. Hey, hey, hey. You act like I don't know. You don't know. I act like I've gone crazy, that all of this can save me, but I don't really know.
I don't know no more, my brother. Me and my blues sensitivities. Look at all that this music is giving me. Intimately in tune with my misery. I can spin bad news to a symphony. I ain't a boy in a bubble, I'm a man in touch with my joy and my trouble. Got a fighting chance at love in this ugliness. I think Hope deserves to know what she's up against. Blues are 12s, I write 24s. Life twice as hard, fighting with the cards. Those chosen the moment we were born. Highs and lows, joys and woes that are yours. Chase the blues and one day you gon' catch 'em. Sing 'em all you want, you gon' wish you never met 'em. Humming the ballad of the paper thin jacket. Trapped in the rain again. Tragic.
You act like this can save me. Hey, hey, hey. You act like I don't know. You don't know. I act like I've gone crazy, that all of this can save me, but I don't really know. I don't know what the deal is, but lately I've been looking through a thick glass, squinting just to see the smidgen of the kickbacks. My little ticker only flickers with a mishap and lashes out at me every time that I admit that. Look at what I did with the ashes, smoking in the boys' room, ditching out of classes. Handful of shattered stained glass with a grass tight around it just enough to make a couple wounds last as scars. Metals, rose, petals, scattered on the path like it's Hansel and Gretel. Burned from the water, I splash from the kettle in efforts to make a documentation of what I went through. Hell, I guess I'm playing from the attic, pulling up the floorboards, digging up the hatchet, firm-footed, standing in the middle of the static just so I can sing a song about it all. Tragic. You You act like this can save me. Hey, hey, hey. You act like I don't know. You don't know. I act like I've gone crazy, that all of this can save me, but I don't really know.
Yeah. I found the keys in the basket by the front door. That ain't a hiding spot, Pops, it's a bad choice. What you think, I would've walked right past it and never put my hands into that little black basket. I held them close so the metal wouldn't chime. I've been caught red-handed about 1,000,000 times, but tonight smells different. There's something about the cloud cover. You ain't gonna hear me start it over loud thunder. The crowd rumbled as I pulled it out the drive. Drove slow to the end of the block, turned on the lights. I felt guilty for a second, but it passed when I put it in the second and gave it a little gas. Stronger than anticipated, I was just a kid. You never taught me how to turn it out of skid. I held it tight until my knuckles turned red, but eventually I drove it off the edge. Like father, like child, should've known how not to. Oh, why bother, why try? All of my life I've been watching you. Oh, like mother, like child, should've known how not to. Oh, why cover, why cry? All of my life I've been watching you. You left your baggage in the street. That ain't a hiding spot, mama, I can still see it. What you think, I would've stepped right over it instead of opening it in hopes that you'd never notice it. I picked it up and brought it out to the garage. Picked the lock with a bobby pin and opened up the top. I guess I never really knew what I saw. Dug around a little bit and found some pictures of demise. So I closed it back up and I slid it under my bed. Shoved it to the back where I could easily forget it.
Years pass and I don't think I ever thought of it. It wasn't something that I thought that I'd be haunted with. It's just a box, what's the reason for the lock? Why's childhood the only thing that you don't wanna talk about? I guess I'll answer for myself when I'm grown and lock a couple boxes of my own. Like father, like child, should've known how not to. Oh, why bother, why try? All of my life I've been watching you. Oh, like mother, like child, should've known how not to. Oh, why cover, why cry? All of my life I've been watching you. Wonder why we never made it home. Why it feels like all the effort that we gave was never noticed. The pressure kept on building up and closing in, and by the end, hell, I swear to God I couldn't swim. Like, since when did all of this become so hard to walk around? I miss the music that influenced us to talk about it. We used to sit around for hours trying to find ourselves inside a song that made us want to stop and smell the flowers for a second. Just a single second's all I wanted. Now I feel like every star I used to find you with is falling out the sky, and I can't even seem to find the time. And if I did, I doubt you'd even look me in the eyes like you used to. Everything we had is just a story now, and any way I see it, it's impossible to word it out. The word of mouth says you still leave the candle lit, hoping that somebody will notice and hold your hand through this. It wasn't anybody's fault. From the moment I was leaving, I could feel it in my veins. Thought that I was someone that won't forget your name. Beg me not to get on that train. You told me that I wouldn't come back the same. I couldn't help myself from the minute I was leaving. I could feel it in my veins. Begged you not to stand in the rain. I told you that the weather around here don't change. You couldn't help yourself from believing that I'm someone that won't forget your name. Every now and then I pick the phone up, dial in your number and stare at it for a moment. I never call, I never will, it's hard to focus, but that's what we get for throwing love into the ocean. Tired, cutting ties, stuck inside, trying to make it out. I string it up, I write the line and try to lay it down. If I could find a peace of mind to go and press rewind, I'd do it in a second. If I thought that I could stay around for just a second, just a goddamn second, I would freeze the whole entire world in place if it let me. You always told me I was gonna make a difference. I just never thought it'd be the kind that eventually split us. And I'm sorry, I never meant to leave you all alone and have you living life with a person over the phone. The folks from back home say you still leave the lantern lit, hoping that somebody will notice and help you manage this. It wasn't anybody's fault. From the moment I was leaving, I could feel it in my veins. Thought that I was someone that won't forget your name. Beg me not to get on that train. You told me that I wouldn't come back the same. I couldn't help myself from the minute I was leaving. I could feel it in my veins. Begged you not to stand in the rain. I told you that the weather around here don't change. You couldn't help yourself from believing that I'm someone that won't forget your name. You begged me not to get on that train. You told told me that I wouldn't come back the same. I couldn't help myself from the minute I was leaving. I could feel it in my veins. I begged you not to stand in the rain. I told you that the weather around here don't change. You couldn't help yourself from believing that I'm someone that won't forget your name.
Tell me if he wants me to live. Don't speak to me in the way you portray in your hymns. Don't breathe through me in the way that you say that you live. Don't treat me differently when Satan insists, and this is it. I gotta hold it to the grain. Gotta breathe life into this desert I roam in shame. Hard to leave Fright's windowsill and leave from its pain, and paint one city block within my unedible fate. It goes, I can't taste it. Take a look at my life, take a look at my love, take a look at my soul. Baby, you can't save me. You don't know there's an empty pot to pissing at the end of the road. Go, take a look at my life, take a look at my love, take a look at my pain. Baby, you can't save me. You don't know there's an empty pot to pissing at the end of the road. And I can't taste it,
cause it all gets lost. Can't register its meaning till I figure out its cause. So don't you look at me like just another feather falling from the wings of the angels sent to protect you. I'm tragic, and it all now shows. Blacking out before the rain comes and waking up so I try to pretend that I'm far from what's painfully close and face the displacement of hating what I faithfully chose. But this is obvious, and that's exactly why you freeze when you crawl behind my eyelids and peep what I've been seeing. When you fall into your silence, I find out what they mean when they say that it's the quiet ones that always wanna scream. So hush, it's not about your words, your force-fed holiness